Yo dog, it's Lego1966 back again with another video inside of the How Premier League team. Well, last time it was a championship team, but it's Stoke, so I'm going to do them first. I did that with career mode, so I'm going to do Stoke first. They're my team. But today we're starting the Premier League series of this. I'm doing Bournemouth because alphabetical order, AFC Bournemouth. Let's just get straight into the actual content of the video, although not very good content. In real life, Bournemouth play the 4-1-4-1, or the 4-5-1, where they've got 4 at the back, a CDM, 2 wingers and centre mids and striker. I've kept that formation. You can see on my lighting. I'll just sort of put that here. Last year they had 45 million to spend, and so I've taken that 45 million because I take what they had last year and then I sell players I think they should sell for their transfer value on transfermarket.net. Not sponsored. I don't know why they'd sponsor me, seeing as I get like 3 views a video. Sell Arthur Baruch for 500k. Okay, there's 4 that go into the same category. Baruch for 500k. Steve Cook for 9 million. Simon Francis for 600k. And Andrew Sermon for 1.5 million. Them 4, they're getting on a bit. I think they're all in their 30s. Steve Cook's 29 actually, I think. But he looks about 80. Sell Dan Juma. He costs for 9 million. He's played like 9 games. And he was like 20 million when they bought him. So if they can get 9 million, I think they'll be... Well, they won't be happy, obviously, because they spent a lot more to get him. But he's just not been good. No one will want to get him unless it's from, like, less than 10. Dominic Solanke. Oof. He's forced his way out of Chelsea and Liverpool. And now he's just rotting on the bench at Bournemouth. Like, he's ruined his career. Had he stayed at Chelsea, he would be a decent player. Well, decent, he can't score for it. But still. And also, sell Ramsdale for 12 million. I can't see him staying around at Dean Court, or whatever it is now. Okay, so now I've written down the bottom 5 in the table, because I forgot to write down the goal difference. That's an issue. But they're only in on goal difference. They were on the same goal difference as 17th place Watford and 16th place West Ham. And they're only 2 points away from 15th place Brighton. So I believe they will stay in the league, but they will need a mass rehauling. Right, into the team. I need to do that, don't I? So I can just have that and then I can put it there. So I think Eddie Howe will get the sack. So I've done that as well. I've just done everything for you, Bournemouth. Why don't you give me a contract? I reckon, for name alone, I know he's probably never set foot in Bournemouth in his life. I don't know why I've done this. I was just looking through the free agent managers and I was like, they'd probably do that. Because I've had some managers just for namesake. But it's the Premier League, they're going to do that. Francesco Totti, former Roma player, legend of football, but he's not a player anymore. So now he's the Bournemouth manager. So yeah, and I believe half of this team will be built by Eddie Howe. Because I believe get a sum of money before, before pre-season. Then he'll get like a couple of games into pre-season. He's played terrible. They give him the sack. They bring Totti in. He then comes in, buys some players, and then they're happy sailing. I haven't been expecting you. Yeah, anyway, so we got a starting 11. We're already 5 minutes in and I haven't done a starting 11 yet. In goal, Emiliano Martinez. If you don't know who that is, he's like a 26-year-old summit, I think, goalie from Arsenal who was meant to be the next big thing. But he never really amounted to anything special. He's Premier League quality, I'd say. So yeah, sign him for $3 million. He's way cheaper than Ramsdale. And Ramsdale, it's a weird one. I don't think he's as good as people make him out to be. Like, yeah, I've got for him. He's really overrated. But, yeah, like, as I said on this page, they'd probably buy him for about 12 million. But Martinez is worth 3. Maybe it's because Martinez has not proved himself, but he is Premier League quality. He was getting game time for Arsenal when Pat Cech was around. So, yeah. I don't really have anything else to say about Martinez. So, some guy I really like. He plays for Southampton. He's worth 6 million. He's younger than... Who is it that plays right back? I know they have Jack Stacey. And they have someone else. Might be Francis, but Yann Valery, the French young right back. He's young. I like him, to be fair. So might be a bit of bias. Well, no, not biased, because I'm not even a Southampton fan, and I'm not French. Baguette. But I just have a lot of appreciation for... I'm holding a football ticket for some reason. I just have an appreciation for Valery. So yeah, now the centre-back partnerships. Ben Godfrey for 11 million. Norwich are going down. I know it's tight at the bottom, with 15th having 29 points, and 20th having 21 points, with 9 games to spare. Hey, we're starting the Premier League in June. Hey, now that we can all somewhat go outside. But yeah, I think if Norwich were to stay up, he'd be 20 million. But, sorry about my clothes, by the way, they don't go together. It was just the first things that were in my drawers. So yeah, it would be worth 20 million, 20 quid. But you know, you could get them cheaper. I don't think he'll go somewhere special like United. Well, United isn't special anymore. But like, he's not good enough for a City because they have Laporte, Stones, Otamendi. Not Liverpool. You've got Van Dijk, Matip. Lovren's the best player in the world. Don't forget. Yeah, like he won't even get into. I don't think he'd get into Newcastle because they've got Shaw, Lascelles, Lejeune. They're all better than Godfrey. I know I'm making a case for him to sign for these, and I realise I'm on 9 minutes already, and I've not even got past the defence. But we will continue. Nathan Ake just keeps on call. We've signed 3 players so far, and not a single one of these players is from Bournemouth. I'm trying to speed up a bit, and Nathan Ake is one of their best players. Another signing, left back Ruben Vinagre for 8 million. He's more proven than Kelly, because since Kelly signed from Bristol, he's not been overly good. Well, he's been injured for ages, really. So I didn't even put him on the bench. to be fair. Didn't sell him. I don't think I sold him. I have short-term memory loss, I think. But, so yeah, Ruben Vinagre. He's back up to Johnny at Wolves. I think he's just as good as Johnny, if not better. And Johnny's like 28 or 29. Vinagre's like 21. So yeah, CDM, Jefferson Lerma, solid player. The Colombian. Not part of the cartel, I hope. Because otherwise I've just added a drugs cheat into me goddamn list. But anyway, on to the next middle. Ooh, this one's good. Jack Wilshere for 4.5 million. He's got the experience at Arsenal and West Ham. He's not had the best of time at West Ham, or in London for that matter. He's not had an overly good career. Like, he's been to World Cups. He's played important games for Arsenal. So I think he would add that edge, because nobody in Bournemouth squad is really a winner by nature. Like, who's their biggest winner? Who's won the most out of their team right now? Off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone that's won anything in about 10 years. Solanke's won a no, he came second in the Champions League. Borage conceded a goal from Begovic. So I think Begovic, who's out on loan, won some at Chelsea, but who knows? I can't think of anyone that's actually won anything other than that. So yeah, Wilshere, I don't think he's got any Premier League under as well, but he's got that top 4 quality. Like, I don't think anyone has that top 4 quality at Bournemouth. I'll just close my windows quickly because it's getting on my nerves. So yeah. Yeah, like, who do they have that's top 4 quality? According to Chelsea, Callum Wilson, because slapping an 80 mil price tag on that is, obviously, he's a 10 million player at most. I'd say he'd be good at a team like, who's getting promoted? West Brom. That's a fair shout. Yeah. Also in the midfield, Lewis Cook, solid player, quite young, don't know how old he is, he's about 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, whatever he is, young. Left mid, Ryan Fraser, he is so unbelievably quick. Like, in the time it took me to get my chair backwards there, he could have run like a mile. Not literally, but he's like the 15th, 20th fastest player in the league, and he runs at 34.79 kilometres an hour. I can't even go at 1 kilometre an hour. So yeah, right mid, Andros Townsend for 11 million. Quick. Not quite as quick as Fraser, but that volley he scored, it might have been against City, but what a goal. And it just came across. He didn't do both legs. He's not Paolo Di Canio. Just see Nick's. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say about him. And I went more in depth on the bench. Now that I think about it. But it is what it is. Striker Ollie Watkins for 10 million. Second top scorer to Mitrovic in the Championship this season, and the likelihood is that Brentford aren't coming up, because realistically, I think this is a bold statement, the third choice, because West Brom and Leeds coming up. It's either Fulham or Forest, I'd say, that would come up. Earlier in the season, I would have said Preston to go up, but so I would say Forest. Because, yeah, I swear it rarely happens where third place come up in the playoffs. So I don't think Fulham will actually come up. I think Fulham will third. I haven't looked at the table in a while. But, yeah. So, where was I? I just spoke about Ollie Watkins, didn't I? So, sub-bench, goalkeeper, Mark Travers. Good, has a great future ahead of him. Slowly integrate him into the lineup. I know you just spent $3 million on Emiliano Martinez, but sticking an Irishman in that won't do any harm. Big up Ireland. I have no blood there, but Shane Long's a good player. Fullback, Jay De Silva for $4 million from, I want to say Bristol. Might be Brentford. I don't care. I don't value either of them. That actually Ollie Watkins comes from Brentford, but still. He's cheap and young. He used to play for Chelsea, I think. But nothing really else to say. Centre back, Chris Metham, same age as Tierney, and I think he's better than Tierney. And I think he will go on to become something better than Tierney. But yeah. Centre mid, Daniele Baselli. That'll be a player that Totti will bring in for $7 million. He's done well in Europa. He's not someone to sit in front of the defence. He's a playmaker in where I've put Lewis Cook and Jack Wilshere. That's where he'd play. Just hitting the ball up and running up the field to create chances. I guess that's the point of a midfielder, but for all you illiterate people. On the wing, David Brooks. Just need to ease him to full fitness. And striker, Callum Wilson, one of their best players, to be fair. Besides Brooks and Fraser. Was Fraser one of their best players? Yeah, I'd say Brooks is their best player, but he's always injured. So yeah, that is it for this video. I know I was a bit brief on everything except for the start, but yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.